I really think Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius was actually enlightened, and I'll explain why. I believe we are all sacred beings, and this world that we live in is very sacred as well. We just forget that fact in our day-to-day life. We have bills, or stress from life, or our girl is mad at us and decides she's just going to go on a spontaneous trip to Turkey for no reason. These things weigh on us, and it takes its toll on our ability to recognize what we really are. There's a source that we are connected to. The Stoics would call it the Logos, others the Tao. It runs through everything. I feel one of the best ways to connect with it is by getting into nature. Whatever divine spirit brought us into this world, it likes nature a lot, and its presence is felt less in these concrete jungles we find ourselves a part of. However, most of your life will be in this place where you're not super connected to the divine. And it can't really be there because we have accounting to do. And accounting and God don't really mix. We need to leave that sacred space in order to work and do these random tasks like the little monkeys that we are. Even the act of creation becomes something of a task when you have to be professional about it. Some days you do it just because you're disciplined. You really don't have any creativity in you, except you need to sit down and do your best. And this is where the idea of having a spiritual practice came from. In order to keep this connection to the divine, you need to do something actively and daily that keeps you in that space, in that awareness. Meditation, yoga, prayer, you name it. That is why those exist. Sometimes a spiritual practice becomes another task on your to-do list to get through, and it loses value. That happens to a lot of us. But the reason for it still makes a lot of sense. In this world, it's hard to actively maintain that connection to Source. It needs to be done actively and consciously, or you get lost in the sauce.
You also get lost in the sauce.
You get lost doing your little tasks, taking yourself seriously, and you never want to get lost in the sauce.
Bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man.
One of the best ways to maintain this connection is by immersing yourself in nature. Go for a hike, feel the trees, go outside, relax on the beach, feel the wind in your face. But it's tough to do for those of us in the cities. Lots of us get caught in these concrete jungles with not a crumb of nature to connect to. So what can you do? The obvious answer is to just get away for a bit. Go into the mountains to recharge. And I guess someone else has thought of it, because that's where we get this quote from Marcus Aurelius. People try to get away from it all, to the country, to the beach, to the mountains. You always wish that you could too, which is idiotic. You can get away from it anytime you like by going within. Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. He understands that we are made to be in nature, and by actually going to nature, we can connect back into it. But there's a separate way to connect. It just takes the realization that you are nature. You are the divine. You can connect within yourself, provided you can sit and feel that connection. It gets dimmer and dimmer the more into the logic and the swing of things that we are. But you can get away from it all, anytime, by going within. You don't need nature. It's good. You should be in nature, but you don't need it, because you are it. You are the divine. You have that spark within you. What you need to do is be able to connect and recognize it, the immortal part of your soul. Once you can connect with it, you don't need to escape from anything. You are eternally free. This is how you avoid getting lost in the sauce.
Overdose of sauce. No meat, just sauce.
I hope you liked that video. Here at Project Stoic, we are focused on creating videos around Stoicism, philosophy, spirituality, all wrapped under the umbrella of storytelling with contemporary lessons. Now, although this channel is new, we do have over 165,000 followers over on TikTok talking about the same stuff. So you know what that means. That means I'm a TikToker. I'm a TikToker. But this YouTube channel is new, so if you'd like to support, help grow it, consider subscribing, liking the video, and of course watch more. Anything to boost us up in the algorithm. Happy you're here. I hope you learn a lot, and we'll talk to you soon.